Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh!
Welcome to Mojo Core, and today we're counting down our picks for the most devastating twists in movie history. Consider this your spoiler warning.
Why did you leave me?
I didn't leave you.
When the ending takes place, remember me.
Baby, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey.
While we might not remember much about the critically panned Remember Me, there's no way we could forget its shocking ending. Robert Pattinson plays Tyler, a young man navigating his fractured relationship with his father and a new romance.
But I didn't call you. It wasn't me.
You could do worse than have a father who bails you out of jail.
In the end, Tyler begins to repair things with his dad, and it seems like the movie may finish on an optimistic note. But then it turns out that the office where he's waiting for his dad happens to be in the World Trade Center, and the day happens to be September 11th, 2001. The twist comes basically out of nowhere, causing some critics to even label it exploitative, essentially borrowing from a real-life tragedy to heighten the milquetoast drama of the film. Bryony's fictional ending, Atonement. This tragic drama follows Bryony, a young girl whose testimony leads to the false imprisonment of her older sister Cecilia's lover Robbie. In her later years, she writes a book about what happened following Robbie's release from prison, describing a reunion with Cecilia.
Because, in fact, I was too much of a coward to go and see my sister in June 1940. I never made that journey.
According to Bryony's account, she's able to make up for her childhood mistakes. But in a heartbreaking twist, we learn that in real life, Robbie and Cecilia never actually reunited. They both died during the Second World War, and Bryony's writing is akin to wish fulfillment after a lifetime of regret.
I wanted to give Robbie and Cecilia what they lost out on in life. I'd like to think this isn't weakness or evasion, but a final act of kindness.
Non-linear story, Arrival. You may expect the unexpected when you're watching a movie where aliens land on Earth, but Arrival takes the complicated storytelling further. Linguist Louise Banks attempts to find a way to communicate with the extraterrestrials and figure out what they want. The way the aliens communicate is far more complex than anything humans can comprehend. But that's not the only revelation.
I don't understand. Who is this child?
While the audience has been watching Louise discover the truth, we also see scenes we assume are memories of time with her daughter Hannah. But it turns out these clips are not flashbacks. If anything, they're flash forwards. The glimpses into future events show that the audience's presumptions were all wrong, and that Louise must communicate in a different way to ensure peace.
If you could see your whole life from start to finish, would you change things?
The crisis was over. The Mist.
My car's parked in the center lane of the parking lot far end. Whoever gets there first, open up both doors. And we'll all pile in as fast as we can, okay? Let's go.
We can't think of many movies more haunting than the last few moments of The Mist. When Earth finds itself invaded by creatures who lurk in a thick mist, people start to panic pretty quickly. A group led by a man named David endures several traumatic monster attacks and begins to feel that all hope is lost. They decide to take their own lives, and David kills his companions, which includes his son, before giving himself up to the monsters.
Come on! Come on!
But as he submits, we learn that the army has essentially neutralized the threat. The gut punch of a twist is that if the group had just waited things out, they probably all would have been fine. Odesu and Mito's real relationship, Old Boy. Nothing quite disturbs us like the South Korean action thriller Old Boy. It follows Odesu, who is freed after 15 years in captivity. Desu sets out to get revenge on his captors and find his long-lost daughter.
어디서 뵀죠?
전국 일주, 세계 일주 요리왕을 찾아라.
While he manages to start a relationship with a chef named Mito, the film reveals that the romance is ill-fated. Actually, that doesn't even really do it justice. When Desu finally confronts his captor Woo Jin, he learns that Mito is actually the daughter he was trying to find. It's definitely the kind of twist that makes us want to be hypnotized into forgetting it.
미도야, 안 돼. 절대 열지 마. 절대 열지 마. 그 열면 큰일 난다. 손도 대지 마, 알았지?
이거 뭐예요?
What's in the box? 7.
Oh, what's in the box?
What's in the box? Gwyneth Paltrow's decapitated head, of course. No, seriously.
I took a souvenir. Her pretty head.
This classic David Fincher crime thriller had an unforgettably chilling twist. Detectives Somerset and Mills finally apprehend a murderer they were hunting, who happens to be a serial killer whose heinous crimes were based on the 7 deadly sins: gluttony, greed, sloth, lust, pride, envy, and wrath. Known only as John Doe, he gives himself up to the police, convincing the detectives to follow his terms of surrender in return for the last 2 victims. John Doe directs them to a remote location, and this is where he reveals he had murdered Mills' pregnant wife because of his envy of their normal life, which incites Mills to kill John Doe in a blind rage, becoming the last of the deadly sins, wrath. Snape's True Intentions, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Take them. Take them.
The 8th and final film adaptation of J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series was the anticipated emotional ending over a decade in the making. Those who read the books knew the twist before the film was released, but those who didn't were in for a big shock. Throughout the series, Professor Severus Snape, played by the late great Alan Rickman, was a clear antagonist, with a seething hatred for both Harry and his deceased father. However, in the battle between Voldemort and Hogwarts, Voldemort orders Snape to be killed. Before he dies, Snape is able to pass on his memories to Harry, which reveal in a poignantly heart-wrenching portrayal that he had been protecting Harry all along.
It spoke of a boy born at the end of July.
Yes, but he thinks it's her son. He intends to hunt them down now, to kill them. Hide her. Hide them all. I beg you.
Let's just say that now we can't hear the word always without sobbing.
After all this time. Always.
Dead People, The Sixth Sense. Admittedly, M. Night Shyamalan has had a bit of a bumpy career, directing more than his fair share of flops. But when The Sixth Sense hit theaters in 1999, he was being heralded as one of the most promising young storytellers working in the medium.
I want to tell you my secret now.
The major plot twist has inspired and appeared in many movies, including The Others, which was released just a few years after. All of the clues were spelled out plain as day. The kid literally tells us that he interacts with the dead.
I see dead people.
Looking back, it all makes sense, but the first viewing was a huge shock to everyone who watched. Stellar performances by both Bruce Willis and Haley Joel Osment made this plot twist an absolute jaw-dropper.
Who were you talking to?
Just practicing my lines.
Home Sweet Home, Planet of the Apes. Imagine waking up on a strange planet almost 2,000 years after your space mission began. Well, that's exactly how Planet of the Apes begins, and it only gets wilder from there. Shortly after landing, astronauts Taylor, Dodge, and Landon are captured by primates who rule the planet.
The sooner he is exterminated, the better. It's a question of simian survival.
They realize humans are imprisoned and enslaved, while the apes, chimpanzees, and orangutans are the masters of society. A scary concept for sure, especially when the primates threaten to lobotomize, castrate, and kill Taylor. He escapes to a forbidden area where the plot twist and truth is finally revealed. He's been on Earth all along.
My God. I'm back. I'm home.
Upon seeing a half-buried and demolished Statue of Liberty, the man breaks down, cursing those responsible for humanity's fall.
You blew it up! Oh, damn you! God damn you all to hell!
What movie twist broke you? Let us know in the comments.